everybody, and on this week's video we're going to do a Newfoundland tradition and some of us Outport people's favorite thing to eat in the winter, stuffed squid. So I was in Alberta the last time the squids came really thick. My son bagged some up for me and froze them. So we're going to get cleaning because he bagged them just like he came out of the water. So we're going to clean them and get them put back in a little bit of salt brine. And tonight the wife's going to stuff them and get them stuffed and baked in the oven. And if you never ever did stuffed squid, follow along. You'll enjoy the recipe. Now, I don't like my squid in too much fresh water, so the less fresh water the better. If you got your squid in fresh water, it sort of takes the, so this is the id and the pip. Less fresh water the better. So if you go to the supermarket and you see pink squid, the hidden pips out, here comes the bone. Take that tail and pull it all the way down. Now as you run a little bit of water over this, it makes it so much easier for your fingers to grip it. So this is called skinning the squid. There we go. Now we turn our squid inside out. We're going to clean the lungs out of it. So there we go. Now, I don't like my squid in fresh water. So right there, I got a tub of water with brine in it, salt in it. So once my squid is clean, to the way I like them, I'll definitely put them in the brine. So I prefer stuffing inside out, when the neck owes the stuffing in a little better, so try not to cut that off. So it's easy. There's a little, there we go. Taken up by the tail. Get on a run. Get that bone out. And like I said, the cleaner you keeps it, the better grip you get on it with your fingers. Turn it inside out. Now you got his lungs. Giving it a little scrub. Putting right down in the salt brine. Right down in the salt brine over there. I put probably 3 tablespoons of pickling salt in this, just to get it salted. So I want to do a couple just to teach you. There we go. Now we're in and up, but inside that we can see, the bone is just right there. Tip them over, take that tail. Give that tail a pull. Now this is where you start your water. Just your fingers and help keep that. See? And you don't get water in, you get the water in, your fingers grips like everything. Whoop. Giving a pull, do a wash outside, turning the inside out. Now this is easy enough to just do this. Woo! Now lady, there we go. Now we're looking for them lungs. There they are. Beautiful stuffed squid, ready for the bread. Down in a pickle, down in some salt water. So squids are from the ocean, salt water. So the more salt water you keep them in, the whiter your squid will look. If you put some in fresh water, they turn pink really fast. So get them out of the fresh water into the salt water. So this, whoa, this is all good for bait. I live next to the ocean. The season for ocean trout is soon going to open. So when that season opens, there'll be some of my bait. So we won't throw away any of it. Because when someone finds out you're using squid, over they come looking for the squid that you got. So it'll be a big hit on ice fishing day. So there's your bait for going trouting. And there's your squid for stuffing. So it's squid stuffing day. And
this is just bread that actually didn't rise. Must have been a bad yeast or something. Pretty doughy, so what I does is I freezes it, and when comes time to stuff squid, perfect for it. So it's just all stale. But you know what?
stale bread.
Stale bread.
But stale bread.
Get it? Stale bread? Stale bread?
Right?
It's stale bread, but it's still good for this.
It's stale bread, yeah.
I just used it until I think. How many squids did you clean?
I'm not sure, Ma.
You want to get them and see?
7 or 8, yeah. Just give me a second. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But Mom, one got on with enough. But
Yeah, that'll still work.
Dead torn. So this is pickle water that I made.
This can trap you later sometimes. So there's no recipe to this. It's just basically whatever I think. So, like this says on some videos on YouTube, add to your heart's desire. So we do sugar, and then we got frozen onions. So I think one is good, eh? One bag.
I would say, yeah.
One bag of onion.
Roll one in and see what it looks like.
Yeah, I think I might need a little bit more than that, though.
Always one there.
Yeah, not much more, though. That should do it. Now, savory. We got your own grown savory somewhere there in the pantry?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have to get that for me.
There you.
All right, so we got our onions in there. Next is butter. And like I said, I measures with my iron, so. But I think there's probably 4 cups of bread, dressing bread. Probably a third a cup of sugar maybe. 2 big onions, and next is savory, so same thing as everything else. Measure with your heart. That just lets me look like there's a lot of coverage on top. So probably like a half a bag of savory maybe. And the butter is in there, so then you just mix this all up with your hands. And you can tell the texture of it. And the butter brings everything together. And
it's not good either.
Right, and if you don't use all this, you could just put it back in a little bag and freeze it. And the next time you're ready to do squids or any kind of dressing for anything, you got it.
Chicken.
I grinds up whatever bread that's stale, and I freezes that for stuffed chicken, stuffed turkey, stuffed squid. So here we go, all ready to go into squids. I'm turn around to the sink now. Dressing all ready to go, stuffed in our squids. You could just see where the consistency is good. It stays together. So that's perfect for when they cool off. You cut them up and you could seal them. So this is how I do it. I put my bowl down in the sink. And here we go.
Okay, Mom, I gotta come over you.
So I just drop it down like that. To me, that's the quickest way to do it. Everyone got their own way of stuffing them. They might look at me and think I'm crazy because they're saying not much going in there, but more going in there than you think.
Right.
And I just pushes it down with my thumb. Don't want overstuff because I've done that. And my heart broke when I opened up the oven door and they were bust open.
Yeah, don't squeeze them tight.
So don't stuff them too tight because like I said, the consistency of the bread is going to stay together anyway. So I don't overstuff anymore because I want to have the bread in a ring rather than just eating all bread. So let's see, we'll squeeze them down a little bit more. Oh, we need a roaster. I forgot the roaster, Dad. Anyway, I'm thinking that's perfect.
Yeah, it looks good.
Right, so we just lodged that one right there.
Woo! Mr. One Squid
See,
stuff.
now that didn't take very long, did it?
No.
Some people think it's a process. But then again, I've always heard Mom say it takes forever to stuff them and takes 3 seconds to eat them. So all the work is gone in one bite, but it's worth it. Grew up on stuffed squid, but Mom always stuffed hers with hard bread. Soak hard bread all night, and onion, and pork, and salt and pepper. That was the only spice she knew, was salt and pepper.
Right?
Right? I don't even believe that I even knew what savory was growing up. I don't think Mom even used it. But, you know, back in the day, they'd use what they had. And it always fit us in. It was perfect. So, you just shove that down a little bit more, not too much.
So just continue this until you got all your squid stuffed.
Yep.
Okay, we'll be back in a minute.
I want them to So this one is probably going to just sit there.
Right, and move around.
Yeah.
So there you go, roaster full of stuffed squid, folks.
Right. Victory 50. Alright, so I just finished up all my crumbs of stale bread. What I do with that is I will take this and put it in a bag, and I will freeze it until we need it for something. Because like I said, sometimes I mix bread. Sometimes the yeast don't always agree, so they don't rise. Fingers crossed for the 2 loaves that's rising now. Or the 2 batches, rather. So you don't need to go down and buy any breadcrumbs. Keep your bread that you baked that didn't work out so great. And freeze them.
There you go, bag of bread crumbs ready to go.
Ready breadcrumbs for when you need some. Get Mr. Squid's doing. And excuse me, Alvin, I need to clean this one. Ooh, look at that.
Hold on, I got it.
Now, they're not broke open yet. Fingers crossed.
Right.
I'm going to just leave the cover off them for a bit now. Until we get back to them. Okay, so I'm going to check the squids. And much to my surprise, they haven't bust open. Besides, well, that one already had opened before we put it in the oven.
Yeah, it is.
So what I did is I took the cover off and I turned them down to 250. So that's just going to cause them slowly brown because they're already cooked. So we want a little bit of color to them, right?
Yep.
So I'm so excited. They didn't even break apart. I think what it was that I lowered the temperature. After I knew the squids was actually cooked, I lowered the temperature and let them brown up on 250. I started them on 350. So we're going to stick a couple in here because Bobby wants these done in tomato soup.
My buddy Woody Randall always come to the cabin with these squids in tomato sauce.
Oh, so this is the one at the hole in, and so that's no big deal. You'll be able to eat that one out.
Yeah.
And these few, I'm going to wrap in plastic wrap, and tomorrow I'm going to cut them up in little rings and seal them and put them in the fridge. Hang on a bit. And put them in the fridge so...
Oh, son, don't those smell good today? Ooh.
You know what? I'm almost thinking that I should
Throw them in there, wet sauce on them.
Right?
Yes.
That's what I'm going to do.
That'll never hurt.
Stick them back in that little container in that roaster, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I did with my tongs in, but anyway. Fingers was made before forks and tongs.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is wash that one out. But as you can see in the roaster, there's little bits and pieces of dressing that's squeezed out. But you know what? I still very excited because this is the 3rd batch of squid that I've done that actually turned out right. He didn't break open.
No, it could have been the reducing of the temperature.
I'm thinking the same thing. So we just stick those in here with some tomato soup. Wood Randall's recipe. Wood is in Alberta. So if he sees this wood bud, Bob still likes the squid with tomato soup. So we just stick these back in the oven on low 250 and just leave them there for an hour or so, right, Dave?
Yeah, I don't think you had them in very long after you put tomato sauce on them.
Tomato soup.
20-30 minutes.
Yeah. So these here now will go in the fridge until tomorrow. And I will seal them in my food sealer that Bobby gave me for Christmas, something I always wanted, and I can guarantee you that it's a lifesaver when it comes to food because we put stuff in the fridge in food containers and it goes spoiled in a couple days. At least you seal it, go down and get it, pop it in the microwave, and you got a meal, especially if you're really busy. So there you go. They're going to be squid rings. It's going to be sealed. I'm so excited. They're so good looking.
It is good looking.
So in there they go.
So we're filling up the fridge today.
I've had a busy day. And my bread is rising, so when the bread gets rose up, we stick it in the oven and we go from there.
So the squids came out of the oven and rested in the fridge for overnight. This is a wonderful way to do squid, folks.
We'll seal them now and we will freeze them. And when we go to the cabin, all you gotta do is just slide open the bag, pop them in the microwave for, I don't know, 2-3 minutes tops, and they'll be just like they were the day we baked them.
Job beat that one there.
The ones that we did in tomato sauce, or tomato soup rather, they are in the fridge. I'll be having a little snack on them every now and again, so not many left. I think there might be only one there. You want to come over, Nanny? Get. Now, hang on. Now you want to push that grey button right next to the green one. Watch now, all the hair comes out.
Oh, that is so cool. Oh my. Oh, that's
Oh, isn't that neat? Uh-huh. Just look how neat that is. Now then, it seals it for Nanny, so
Now we open it.
it's all ready for the fridge first.
Now we need to open it.
Okay, I'll show you how to open it in a second, okay?
touch that little orange knob.
Lift up that little orange knob. Push him back towards the wall. There you go. Push him back. Now, like, push it. You push that button and you push this one. Push it right hard. Ready? Oh. Oh. Okay, lift it up. And just look. Man, left side. Oh, won't he fall out? Now, isn't that neat? Want to seal one with Nan?
Yeah.
Okay, and show you. Look. It's a gray one, yep.
Just seal it.
Push him. See him beat him. Watch now. Give it a second.
No, you made it sticky.
So you want to push on that one
You
again?
don't have to do that one this, you're sucked the air out. So I just wanted to close up this video and talk about how good the tomato, baked in tomato stuffed squid. Tomato soup stuffed squid. Have you never ever tried this? Then this is something that you should definitely do with stuffed squid. Nice and delicious. Try this with a few of your stuffed squids. You're really gonna love it. So this is Bob saying we hope you enjoyed today's cooking with us today. Well, cooking with Neta, I should say. And I want to shout out the wife for allowing me to chase her around the kitchen while she's preparing some food and letting me get her on video so I can make it a video and share it with you guys so you can see some traditional Newfoundland recipes. Anyway, from Bob and Neta, have a good one, everyone. Bye. Thanks for being a big part of Newfoundland Gardener. Thanks for following us on YouTube. Bob and Newfoundland Gardener. Just keep growing on the rock. Have a good one, everyone.